and talking with Bruce head coach James Ray. Coach, a big win for right now secures your spot in the playoff with the second regional win, but big game Thursday night against Calhoun City. Let's start talking about the Mantachie game at first. Take us through that game and how it broke down for you.
It was just, it felt like old times in that game, where it didn't really matter what I'd called. They were going to execute, and they were going to run it, and it was going to be successful. And it was good for our kids to get that feeling, to have that sense of just dominance, I guess you could say, over a team. So I was real excited coming home Friday night.
All right, Coach, talk about some of the names sort of stood out for you in that contest.
Demetrius Evans, one of the guys that's alternating in at B, had his biggest night of his career. He had 12 carries for 102 yards. Nick Smith, who's the other guy that goes in at that running back for us, had 12 carries for 95 yards. So that was good production there. Davis, probably had his best game at quarterback. He was 10 of 13 for 125 yards. He threw that pick right before halftime. But that was morally my fault. I was getting greedy because it was one of those nights that you felt like bulletproof. You felt like you could just call anything, and they had just scored, and I want our guys to feel that urgency to come back and score again. We tried to go deep on a play, and it got picked. But overall, offensive line, by far their best performance. Rarely did we get tackled or even touched at the line of scrimmage. And, of course, when you hold a team to 13 points, basically off of just 2 drives, the other 8 or 9 drives they didn't gain a first down. So it was overall very good.
Well, Coach, a big momentum gain going into Thursday night's game against Calhoun City. I know it's one of those games you really don't have to do much coaching to get the kids up to play for it, but a big game there could determine second, third, or fourth place for you guys.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to say anything other than Bruce and Calhoun City. And, that's what we was talking about at the end of the practice. With the 2-year layoff, it's kind of a weird feeling right now. But there's no doubt, come Thursday night when the lights flip on, that's going to be a heck of a game.